Hello aspirants, welcome to our YouTube channel. We were studying about Indian polity. So in Indian polity, in our first video lecture, we studied about preamble. That is, we had already covered about the meaning of preamble, the characteristics and the purpose of preamble in our first video lecture. So now we shall study the various terms that we see in preamble. That is, in preamble we have used a lot of phrases like sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic. So we shall study the meaning of each and every term. So even in UPSC prelims examinations, many a times each and every term, the meaning of each and every term was asked directly. So knowing the meaning of each and every term is very important. So firstly, we shall see the meaning of sovereignty. So when do you call a country as sovereign? That is when the country is independent. Independent with respect to its territory and decision making. That is, a country is free to make its decisions within its boundary. So if a country is independent, then such a country is called as sovereign. So in sovereignty, we have popular sovereignty and parliamentary sovereignty. In India, we have people sovereignty or also called as popular sovereignty. That is, people are supreme. That is, people are the supreme authority. Even the constitution derives its power from people. That is what even the starting lines of preamble says, right? That is, in the first lecture also we studied the starting lines, the opening words of the preamble, which says, "We the people of India." So the supreme authority is people. This type of sovereignty is called as popular sovereignty or people sovereignty. Whereas in UK, it is parliamentary sovereignty. That means the parliament is controlling every decision making. So that is what is parliamentary sovereignty. The next phrase we see in preamble is socialism. Socialism nothing but all the resources are controlled by state. Whereas we see in capitalism, it is completely private control. That is, it is having the profit motive. Whereas in the socialist countries, the resources will be controlled by state, that so as to establish a egalitarian society. That is, so as to see that there is no any discrimination in the society. That is the meaning of socialism. Next we have is secularism. India being a pluralistic country, we know there are many religions: Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Parsis, Sikhs, Buddhists, Jains. So there are many religions, and all these religions enjoy equal status and respect in our society. That is the meaning of secularism. So secularism, we can simply say that all the religions enjoy equal status and respect. So also in India, we have separation of religions with respect to the state affairs. That is, religions won't involve in the decision making. That is, they don't interfere in the affairs of government. Whereas government can interfere in the matters of religions only as to protect, promote and regulate the religious activities. That is the meaning of secularism. Next we have is democracy. Democracy is derived from two Greek words, demo, which means peoples, kratos, which means government. So democracy, simply put, we can say it is people's government. That is, the government which starts with the people. That is, people vote and elect a government. So that is nothing but democracy. In democracy, based on lawmaking, we have two types. That is, one is direct democracy and the other one is indirect democracy. The name is saying it as indirect. That means people won't directly participate in lawmaking. That is, people will elect their MLA or MP, and these people, MLA or MP, make laws on behalf of their people, right? So that is why it is called as indirect democracy. That is, there is a representative who is making a law. So that is why it is called as indirect democracy. In India also we have indirect democracy. Whereas in direct democracy, people directly involved in lawmaking. So this indirect democracy is also called as representative democracy because there is a representative, right? People are electing their representative and this representative is making law. So it is also called as indirect representative democracy. Next we have is republic. So when do we call a country as republic is it's based on how the head of a country is selected. So in India, we know the head of a country is president. How our president is selected? That is, we have presidential elections also, right? That is, president is also elected. So in India, we have elected head. So it is called as republic. So our country is called as republic. That means all the public offices are open to everyone. That is, it is not descent based. That means, take for example, in monarchy, it is having a hereditary rule, right? Whereas in India, it is republic. That means the head of a country is elected and it is not descent based. That is the meaning of republic. Next, in the objectives we studied justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. So the first is justice. In justice, we have social, economic and political. So firstly, social justice, that is to establish an inclusive and egalitarian society. How? By removing all the forms of discrimination. That is the meaning of social justice. Next we have is economic justice. How economic justice is established? That is by giving equal access to all the resources and opportunities. So that is the meaning of economic justice. Next we have is political justice, that is based on the participation in governance, that is by giving universal adult franchise, by giving political reservations, we are establishing political justice. That is, universal adult franchise means voting is available for everyone aged above 18 years, right? So and also we are giving reservations. By giving reservations to the marginalized sections, we are making them also participate in governance. Thus, we are giving political justice. Next, we have is this social justice and economic justice is together called as distributive justice, and this was asked once before in prelims examination directly. Next, we have is liberty. Liberty is nothing but freedom, right? That is, absence of restraints is called as liberty. This liberty that we enjoy is only with respect to the 5 spheres. That is, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith and worship. Liberty is nothing but the opportunity for everyone to do whatever one likes. Next we have is equality. Equality we already studied. Equality is nothing but it is free from discrimination. Equality with respect to status and equality of opportunity. By giving equality with respect to status, we are giving social justice, right? We are establishing a just and equal inclusive society. By giving equality of opportunity, we are establishing economic justice. That's it. Next we have is fraternity. Fraternity is nothing but common brotherhood. That is, by creating a sense of common brotherhood, we are assuring the dignity of individual and also the unity and integrity of nation. Take for example, we have single citizenship. By having this single citizenship, there's one commonality among all the nationals, right? So through this commonality, we are establishing some sense of brotherhood, fraternity. So this is what is called as fraternity. This completes the chapter discussion on preamble. Thank you and keep watching, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel.